Hi, my name is Tom Kitch. I like to sing from Emerson, Lake and Palmer from 1977. Greg Lake, Keith Emerson, and Carl Palmer. The song C'est la vie, which is French, which means that's life. Now I sang it just yesterday a cappella on a video on Tom Kitch, YouTube Tom Kitch, and I sang it also singing over Greg Lake's voice using their music. I hope it's not blocked on a video, YouTube Tom Kitch. But now I'd like to sing it one more time because I keep thinking about the lyrics of that song are so strange. It's like a person. I guess it's a man. A man sounds like he's singing to a tree. C'est la vie, have your leaves all turned to brown? Will you scatter them around you? C'est la vie. I'm thinking that's very strange lyrics. And then I thought of the song from Greek. I thought of the story from Greek mythology of Apollo and Daphne. Apollo is one of the chief Olympians, the god of light, the god of music. He pursued a forest nymph named Daphne, and she, for her own reasons, chose to reject him and run away from him. Although Apollo was like a handsome, known for being handsome and well built. Kind of like me, Here's me. The age of 25. Kind of like Apollo or Adonis. And me, at age 32. Kind of like Apollo or Adonis. Now, I put this in there in case I die tomorrow, because I'm never going to look like that again. I'm an old man, I'm 68 years old. But my new hobby is singing, so I hope you like my singing. But anyhow, Daphne rejected Apollo. She ran away from him until he caught up with her. And then she changed herself into a tree, a laurel tree. Right? And I think Apollo is singing to Daphne in that song. Let me read you from this book. As you can see, I like books. There's books everywhere. George, you want to hold my picture? No, he doesn't want to hold my picture. George, hold Emerson, Lake and Palmer's picture. Over here, thank you. And then you're going to hold Edith Hamilton's book, Mythology. Edith Hamilton, this is a great book on mythology. It's one of my favorite books. I'd like to read to you a little bit about that. And then George will hold it. Let's start with Phoebus Apollo. Phoebus Apollo, the son of Zeus and Latona. So she was immortal. Zeus was another one of those, the prey on mortal women. His sister wife was Hera, but he cheated on her every time he could. So with Latona, born in the little island of Delos, he had been called the most Greek of all the gods. He is a beautiful figure in Greek poetry, the master musician who delights Olympus as he plays on his golden lyre. Lyre or lyre, I'm not quite sure on the pronunciation of that. The Lord, too, of the silver bow, the archer god, far shooting, the healer as well, who first taught man the healing art, even more than of these good and lovely endowments. He is the god of light. Helios drove the chariot across the sky in the morning till the dusk, but it was Apollo who was the god of light. The god of light, in whom no darkness at all, and so he is the God of truth. No false word ever falls from his lips. Here's a little bit about Daphne. But Daphne flew on. Apollo's pursuing her. She's trying to escape his clutches. But Daphne flew on, even more frightened than before. If Apollo was indeed following her, the case was hopeless. But she was determined to struggle to the very end. It had all but come. She felt his breath upon her neck. But there in front of her, the trees opened up, and she saw her father's river. Her father was a god of the river, like she was a god of the trees in the forest. She screamed to him, "Help me, Father, help me." At the words, a dragging numbness came upon her. Her feet seemed to be rooted into the earth. She had been so swiftly speeding over. Bark was enclosing her. Leaves were sprouting forth. She had been changed into a tree, a laurel. Apollo watched the transformation with dismay and grief. "O fairest of maidens, you are lost to me," he moaned. He mourned. "But at least you shall be my tree. With your leaves, my victors shall wreathe their brows." In the Olympian Games, the victors were all crowned with leaves of laurel. "You shall have your part in all my triumphs. Apollo and his laurel shall be joined together whenever songs are sung and stories told." The beautiful shining leafed tree seemed to nod its waving head as in happy consent. Go out and get this book, Mythology, Edith Hamilton. Thank you, George. And now, I'd like to sing the song, C'est la vie, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, from 1977, along with the great music from Keith Emerson and Don Palmer and the incredible voice of Greg Lake, which I'll try to drown out with my own. Ah, 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 ah. C'est la vie. Have your leaves all turned to brown? Will you scatter them around you? C'est la vie. Do you love? And then how am I to know if you don't let your love show for me? C'est la vie. Oh, c'est la vie. Oh, c'est la vie. Who knows, who cares for me? C'est la vie. In the night, do you light a lover's fire? Do the ashes of desire for you remain? Like the sea, there's a love too deep to show. Took a storm before my love flowed for you. C'est la vie. Oh, c'est la vie. Oh, c'est la vie. Like a song, out of tune and out of time, all I needed was a rhyme for you, c'est la vie. Do you give? Do you live from day to day? Is there no song that I can play for you, c'est la vie? Oh, c'est la vie. Oh, c'est la vie. Who knows, who cares for me? C'est la vie. C'est la vie, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. That's life. I would like to dedicate this song to Kirk Douglas. Kirk Douglas, who died just a few days ago at the age of 103 on February 5th, 2020. Born